Okay, so as of right now, pretty much everything is muddy. The only thing I didn't mud is that addition that we did when we covered the beam. There's that I put corner tape. I did put the first coat of mud, but I didn't do that right now. I didn't go back and do a second coat. I was like, fuck it. But I did every other corner, every other butt joint, every other seam, every screw hole. It's got their second coat, and even third actually in some cases. This just needs to dry and then be sanded. Same thing with this, or knocked down. You can take a knife, kind of knock it all down, and then fucking do some sanding. And here's the door. So there's masking tape to protect the door from getting mudded up. This also is going to take some sanding. I just kind of mudded it thick right there a little, and you can still see the corner bead, but let's see if I can. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it. That fucked it all up. Keep going, Dave. Oh, fuck. I'm about to fuck this all up right now. That's not too bad on the sides. Well, easy fix. Hold on a second. Well, anyways. Yeah, no, I didn't fix it. Let's see here if I can just kind of. Nope, I'm just fucking it up more. Well, it all depends on what they want to live with. Some of that, they can take a caulking gun and just throw a bead in that corner. Same thing here. This isn't too bad actually. This is okay, but still, throw a bead. That way, it hides any of those imperfections and fills any gaps that may remain, which there are some there. So again, bead of caulking. I'm not even gonna fuck with this masking tape right now because it's so wet. When they take it off, you can tell them to cut it with a knife. To make sure that it doesn't fucking pull that shit off, or what have you. I would cut it with a knife and then take a bead of caulk and fucking. Be done with it, but otherwise, that's the corner for the door. And outside of that, yeah. So that's that. There may be some tape that's bubbling up. Hey, my bad. I didn't wet it enough, and I didn't put enough of a first coat down to make it stick or whatever, but. Again, it's a fucking garage, so, and I never claimed to be a master expert drywall, mudder, and tape, or whatever the fuck, I just said I can do it, and I did it, but, so I assume no responsibility or liability for any other shit that they may be unhappy with. What they get is what they get. Only because I had the time that I had. I didn't have, all the time that I needed. I could have fixed all my imperfections. Granted, I would have had time to come back and sand and do everything. But hey, they want to paint tomorrow, well, that's on them. They can figure it out. They can sand their little hearts out or whatever. And, but as far as the mud being there, because that was the main thing, obviously, is that, there was voids, all the screw holes, a void. The seams, obviously on these seams right here, there's it tapers down, so that's been filled in. Everything has been filled in. Now some of it needs to go down, so it's all been. Now it needs to go, and that's on them. They can sand to their heart's content and get it exactly where the fuck they want to, but they don't got to do no mudding. They ain't got to mix nothing. They ain't got to whip nothing up. They ain't got to spread nothing. They ain't got to fucking knife nothing. They ain't got to tape nothing. They don't have to do any of that shit. All they have to do is sand a little bit, or a whole lot, I don't know, depends on them, and then they can paint. So, it is what it is. Not to mention that I didn't break no sheets of drywall. I got all the outlets, I got the fucking garage door, which was already installed, which I had to take down, not down, I had to, do my thing and remove some of the screws, and that wasn't easy, did their little panel here, so, and it was all in an emergency situation. They wanted it done ASAP because there was nobody else who could do it. So again, all the requests have been fulfilled, and then some. So yeah, and there's still some mud in that box. There's still some mud in that box. So if they want to mud anything, if they need to do something, then have at it. That mud will be good for a little while. It's cool in here, I guess. But yeah.